Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here for Oregairu 2, Episode 6. So last episode was really good. As you can see, I'm in the same attire. So this is right after that episode. That episode's reaction was a lot shorter than I expected it to be. So I'm moving on to the next episode. And truth be told, I really just want to get into this episode. So I'm going to keep the recap short. If you want to hear my thoughts more in depth, go check out that reaction. Last episode was really good, though. Hikigai managed to solve the problem without self-depreciating himself in the process. After having a long talk with Komichi, she essentially gave him an out to do what he wanted to do all along. He wanted to stop Yukino and Yui from going into the student council because the club will fall apart. It gave him a reason to protect that club. It gave him a reason to do what he wanted to do all along. He wanted to protect the club, but he couldn't justify a reason in his head, and she was able to give him one and give him a way to save the club. So he did just that. He came up with a plan with Kawasaki, Totsuka, Zaimokuza, and Komachi. They all came up with a plan together, and they executed it, and it worked out. Iroha ended up winning after Hikigai managed to convince her to join the club. And then we saw the scene where Yukino said something along the lines of, you thought you understood, didn't you? Something like that. I had a whole theory going about that. You can check out the last reaction to see my in-depth discussion on that theory. And then also a scene I feel like I didn't talk enough about in the last reaction. The scene with Shiro Meguri. I want to talk more about that, because I really truthfully feel like the vision she had of Yukino's student council, her vision was that she would appoint Hikigaya and Yui as positions in the student council. Which, thinking about it, it really seems like that's what she would have done. I truthfully believe that even through all the tension and all the hardships her and Hikigaya have been going through, that she would still probably appoint him and Yui to be part of her student council. That's why she said that the club wouldn't fall apart, even after Yui brought it up, because I feel like she truthfully believes it wouldn't fall apart, not because she's not going to show up to club, but because there won't be a club because they'll all be in the student council together. So it's literally just them changing their name from the club to the student council. I think that is entirely possible. I think what Shiro Meguri had in mind might have been exactly what Yukino was going for if Yukino ended up being the student council president. I think that's very possible. But Hikigai put a stop to that, and so they're staying in the service club as Iroha becomes the new student council president. So there was that. Then there was that whole adorable scene. Absolutely, genuinely adorable scene with Yui and Hikigaya where she matted his hair down a little bit. It was so sweet. And she kept telling him, you worked hard, complimenting him over and over again. Just so damn wholesome between the two of them. And so we're gonna see where this episode takes us. I'm very excited to see how the club is gonna be. I don't know if I can say I'm excited if I'm being 100% honest, because I have a feeling things are still gonna be pretty tense between them, but I guess we'll find out. So without further ado, let's hop straight into Oregairu 2, Episode 6. That slight smile hasn't changed since that day. Our days haven't changed. Just trying not to run away. Man, that really tells you the age of this series, that USBs are a new thing to Yui. Old series here, man. Oh god, okay, that's just her saying she'll be getting ready for the new year to keep from making the things we've lost into excuses. We steel ourselves more than usual, trying harder than usual to act the same as usual. Gotta ask Ayama. After she saw him out on that date with those two girls, it must have been a pretty big of a shock. Oh! She can see him looking. I wonder if, we still never got that, date between Hikigai and Yui from Season 1. We still haven't gotten that. I don't know if they've just forgotten about that or what, but we never got that. Because Hikigai had said that he would take her out somewhere as a repayment for the food he gave her, or she gave him. We still haven't gotten that. You definitely were. Oh? Oh? Yui looking at Hikigaya? Some kind of pressure. Yeah, no. Somewhere inside me, something hit me. Do you want to be in that circle? You might not know the reason yourself, but I think he might. I don't know if it's he wants to be in that circle or he's envious of that circle, but it's one of the two. He either is envious of that friend circle or he wants to be in that friend circle. One of the two. Yui getting freaked out over everything. Whoa! Only if it's Totsuka. Only if it's Totsuka. The only person he's motivated to do anything like that for is, of course, Totsuka. His man crush. Whoa! If it isn't blatantly apparent to you that she has a major crush on you, I don't know what is, man. Oh, Hikigaya went off without her. And there he is waiting for her. Interesting how they're pairing these two together a lot recently. Like, a lot. But I don't think it's gonna be that decisive. I don't think this show would pick Yui to be the winner this early on. I don't think it'd be even close. I think we're gonna get that kind of decision way later in season 3, towards the end of the show. They're really leaning on her right now. But I mean, obviously it's because she has a major crush on him. Oh gosh. These conversations are not maintaining themselves very well. What exactly are you so nervous about? Yeah, it's that same kind of faint smile that Hikigaya was talking about, that Hikigaya was talking about at the beginning of the episode, just that same kind of faint smile she's been putting on, although we know something deeper is going on, as she made very clear last episode, when she said, "You thought you understood." I'm sure we'll get the conclusion to Hikigaya and Yukino, who have been at each other's throats since episode 2. We'll get the conclusion to that hopefully sometime soon. I also like that the conflict between Hikigaya and Yukino is not one of a misunderstanding. It is a genuine conflict that people might have with each other. Well, I don't know if it's a conflict that most people would have with each other, but it's a natural conflict that has been brought about by the difference in their ideologies and by their friendship and how much she cares for him and things like that. Even if she'll never acknowledge something like that, that's one of the reasons this conflict was brought about in the first place, because she doesn't want to see him hurt himself, because she gets hurt when he hurts himself. Anyway, talked about that extensively more than enough, but it's interesting. How long will we be able to keep this up? What will happen when we can't keep it up anymore? So essentially he recognizes that this whole friendly face they've got going on is a facade. Things are not all chum. Why do I use that word? I used that in a previous episode of this show too. Actually, I don't know if it was this show, but I used it in a previous reaction. I don't know why I'm saying that. I haven't heard it from anybody, and it seems like such a weird word to use, but I keep saying it. Anyway, things are not all great and dandy as they might seem between them. How to mend something that's fallen apart. Oh god. Oh god. The way it cut her off. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. So she's come to the service club to ask for help with student council problems that involve another school's service event. Okay. They're... I love when he does it. He did that last episode too. He like does a really shit imitation of her voice. It's amazing. What's up with Yukino? Why does she look so absent-minded? Oh, man, things are not okay here. Things are not okay here. It might look on the outside like things are okay, but they are definitely not. Oh boy, that was... oh god. Oh Jesus Christ, they're already about to beat each other's throats again. They've been okay at face value. It's looked okay because they haven't had to solve any problems. Now a problem comes about, and immediately we're at odds. Wait. Wait. Does this go back to what he was saying at the beginning of the episode? He's like, how long will this last? How long will this keep going? What will happen when it ends? And I think the first time somebody comes to ask for help, I think he's freaking out a little bit. I think he's worried that, like, if they try and handle this, it'll all fall apart. Like, what they've got going, this facade they're holding up, this superficial relationship, as Hikigaya would probably call it, is gonna fall apart, and I think he's scared for that to happen. I think Hikigaya, of all people, is scared that a superficial facade of a friendship going on right now has a chance to fall apart. Of course, their friendship, that was probably a bad way to put it, because their friendship is not a facade. They are friends. They're really close friends, but they're friends going through turmoil. And one little small kick could send it all tumbling over again. Like, they're barely holding up face. And I think Hikigaya actually might have just panicked here. I've never seen him seriously usher somebody out of a room this quickly before. Usually he's very go with the flow. Like, if they want to go help, sure, we'll do it. But I think he's genuinely scared that what they have going, this facade they have going, will fall apart if they try and do anything. Which, by the way, that is extreme character growth. For how much he talked about superficial relationships earlier in the season, when he had that whole talk with Hayama, he sure as hell, in that episode as well, did a lot to save those superficial relationships by putting himself down with the whole Ebina confession thing, and is once again doing it here as well. Directly going against his words, like completely contradicting what he said. Being told that weakens me. I need to take responsibility for. On a personal level. And I was so right. I'm so right on that. Because now he's out here saying, I'll help you personally, but not the club. Wow. I have never seen Hikigaya like this. Never. We have never seen him going this far to keep this facade up. This goes against his ideals entirely that he babbled on and on about earlier this season about the superficial relationships. This goes totally against that, because what their relationship currently is, on a surface level, is superficial. They're not on the same page whatsoever, but they're keeping up this facade and looking like they're all happy. That's superficial. That is like the definition of superficial. When you keep a facade of things are going well, but there's a lot of stuff underneath that is just being brushed under the rug. Like, that is the definition of what a superficial relationship would look like, and I know Hikigaya knows that as well. Oh man, I think he's genuinely panicking a little bit. Like, he panicked there for a second and just ushered her out of the room and was like, let me help you personally, leave the club there. If it's just you alone, I can... Oh god. Yeah, I can use you. Oh god, did something happen between them? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's cute how he can't handle simple things. Yeah, so she basically, I mean, I guess it was kind of confirmed a while ago. It was confirmed a while ago when she was like interrogating Hikigaya about what exactly was going on there. That she might have a crush on Hayama, and she's basically admitting it here. Although with Iroha, you can never be too sure. She's got a two-sided personality, and one side you don't see very often. Return my admiration. Yeah, wait, no, because asking him to do something that's actually hard would just scare him off. That's just a straight dig at him right after. She complimented him and then did a hard-ass dig right after, so take back my thing about her liking him. I don't think she does, but you can never tell with these characters. Any of them. The only one you can really tell is Yui. She's about the only one that you can read decently easily with who she likes. My friends? She's not even responding with, but you don't have any friends. Total poker face. Yeah, she did not get his self-depreciating joke there at all. Oh god. Yukino just breaking down the reality of it there. It is better if they don't get anything because things will fall apart if they do. Almost certainly. Oh! Oh my god, so this is gonna be a returning bit too. My heart fluttered for a moment after calming down, I still can't. If this is a returning bit, I'm gonna love it. Just every time Hikigai does anything remotely, like, personal to her, she's just like, sorry, but I don't like you. Oh, he still took the bag anyway. Oh boy. What is the next part? Is this the student council? Does appear that this might be the student council she's built. Ah, so this is the other student council president here. Wait, Hikigai is going in here under the guise that he is the student council president? Oh boy, I think we're in for a long ride here. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Who the heck? Are you f***ing serious? Are you f***ing serious? No! Why? Why is she back? Why? You are the last human being I wanted to see. Dear God. I don't... Just seeing her face has already got me irritated. Also, did I get that misunderstood? We had a chance to plan this together as two fresh rookie presidents. So I think he is... the first sentence he was introducing himself to Hikigaya. This sentence, it sounds like he's talking to Iroha. Because then he calls her out of the room, which obviously he would only do if he knew that she was the president. And they've obviously talked together before, because how the hell do you plan a school event between two schools without communicating? And how do you plan a meeting location where the two school student councils are supposed to meet if you don't talk to each other? So, like, obviously they know who each other are. Like, that would be stupid not to. But, like, it looks like he's looking at Hikigaya here. Am I wrong? That's kind of what threw me off. Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me. God, get the hell away. All the time, pretty much. No, it's not. See, that was actually a self-depreciating joke, and it seems like Orimoto gets them. I don't want her to get the jokes. Don't do that. Yeah, you have seen her before. I'd rather stay on the sidelines. Nope, you're getting sat down at the table. Okay, yeah. He was obviously talking to Iroha there because clearly, it couldn't be clearer. He says, starting from last time. So they've obviously talked before, but also, if you look at Iroha's student council here, they're like a lot smaller than Taihin High's. I don't remember that guy's name. I didn't even take a second to process what his name was, but the school's name is Taihin. Their student council looks a lot bigger. And a lot more main character-ish. All of them have different hair colors. Every single one of them. And all, like, definitive looks. Okay. Oh god. Iroha's just nodding her head. It sounds like they're just... It really just sounds like they're spitting out a bunch of buzzwords and hoping one of them sticks. That's really what that whole conversation sounded like there. I ingested it, but truthfully... It really just sounded like they were just spitting out a bunch of buzzwords to sound smart. How many times are we supposed to think? Yes. What is he doing with his hands? What is this? What is this? I was right. They're just throwing in a ton of buzzwords and expecting one of them to land and somebody to understand literally any of the mumbo jumbo that they were saying. I can see now why Iroha came to the club with this problem. My god, I wouldn't be able to handle them either. It's like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen that one TikTok video of the guy who's like, I forget exactly how it goes, but it's something along the lines of like, that one kid in English class, and it's just like the guy sitting there just spitting out buzzword after buzzword after buzzword. It goes on for like a minute and a half of just consistent buzzwords where the conversation gets absolutely nowhere because nobody has any idea what the they're talking about, but they're just saying words that sound smart to be smart. What it's that's basically what's happening here. I assume literally nothing got done. He's doing the hand motion again. What is this? You're trying to look smart or interesting? I'm just self-conscious. Ah, it makes perfect sense. Wow, the fact that he came out and just said that straight up, he's like, I don't care about looking interesting, I'm just really self-conscious about how I look. I feel that Hikigai. I feel that on a spiritual level. Wait, who taught her that? Oh, are they just... I'll explain it so you can understand. That sounded really backhanded. Really backhanded, and it seems like we've got a Yukino situation on our hand, where everybody is handing off the work to the other school. Well, we know how this went last time, so we'll see what Hikigaya does this time. Getting the minutes together will be our job too. Okay, yeah. They are giving them all of the jobs, basically. Yeah, things between their council as a whole also seem tense. Ooh, it seems like they don't seem to very much trust Iroha very much. Wonder where Hikigaya... Yeah, look how far away they sat from each other. I can't tell if the whole point of that scene was to emphasize that the Taihin school is handing all the work off to our school, or if that was to signify that the student council, not the club, the student council is not working very well together. I think it very well could have been both, because it really seems like they have a lot of work in front of them, and they're just kind of handing it all to Iroha to give to her student council, which is kind of putting a rift between them all. He didn't even react at all. Held out his hand again. I think that's pretty sneaky of you too. Damn, that animation was so smooth. The way he tossed it right back at her. It really sounds like they're just speaking gibberish. I mean, I'm sure that's what the author had in mind when they wrote these people. They were like, yeah, we're just gonna have them speak consistent and utter gibberish. Maybe the whole point of like showing the way they talk and how it makes no sense to Hikigaya is to show that this club, their communication between each other and their energy is all like aligned, so they just understand each other when they say things like this. And then it's supposed to show that like the disconnect between Iroha and her student council, maybe that's kind of the point of like them throwing out all these buzzwords. At first is like, what the heck are they even saying? But then when each one of them is like, yeah, I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying, then we should do this, and then just more buzzwords come out. It's like to show they really, really understand each other, and their energy and their chemistry is really well together, unlike the current student council that Iroha is running. I wonder if it's kind of to show the difference, while also being goofy as hell, that they're just spitting out buzzwords and it's somehow working. Now, I could be very wrong about that, because these guys could have absolutely jack shit idea what they're talking about. I think that's entirely possible. Like, it's totally possible for them to have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And so they actually are just spitting out buzzwords, and there's no different meaning behind it. I could just be spitting that out for whatever reason, and I'm totally wrong. We can't make this any bigger because we lack time and personnel. So how should we deal with that? We expand the discussion in that way. We mustn't come to a conclusion right away, so your opinion doesn't work. That's true. But a simple objection like that would be crushed. And in that case, we could work toward closing generation gaps. That was way funnier than it should have been. Oh my god. I don't know what I was expecting him to say, but just the way he said it. He matched the guy's energy, started doing the hand movements as well. That was perfect! The way he, like, had his hand like this and looked over at him all dramatically. Oh, that might be one of the funniest moments from the show, and I don't even think it should have been that funny. Oh my god. I need to get that again. He did it! He spoke in their language! Good stuff, Hikigai. You managed to learn this language of this school in no time and spoke it instantly. It didn't work! Can't take the initiative. Even if we're to reach a consensus with our stakeholders, we need a partnership in which we can offer clear suggestions of a solid manifesto. Hey, it's working! It's working! What was that? What was that? This is so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, it's stupid, but it's amazing. But it's stupid, but it's so amazing. Oh my god. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh my god, I'm like out of breath. Oh my god. That's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so good. And Orimoto's just agreeing with everything. I can't take any of these scenes seriously. I can't do it. It's too much. I can't take any of these scenes seriously. Any scene with this guy talking, I just can't take it. Why is he flapping his hand like this? I can't take it seriously at all. Once again, Iroha just kind of agrees. Because she has no idea what they're saying. Interesting how we're getting kind of an Iroha arc here. Please get away. No thanks. You can't say that, man. You're giving her more fuel to roast you with. Don't give Orimoto a single leg, because as we've learned, she will take a single leg a fucking mile. Sorry. I'm gonna try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm really gonna try. I'm going to try my hardest to give her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt and try to not hate her this arc and just see if something changes. See if magic takes hold of this show and her character changes. Probably not, but I'm gonna try my damn best to think in a way that it's a possibility. Also, that comment earlier about Iroha wasn't like wasn't like a no thank you, like I'm grossed out about the idea. It's just like, he's got Yui and Yukino. Those are his two. What exactly is funny about it? But it's not funny. Yeah, given the current situation, he ain't wrong. There is not a lot to laugh about with the current state of the club. Good episode though, I like this one. That is the hardest I have laughed. Genuinely hardest I've laughed. I haven't been like gasping for air laughing in like a minute. It has been a minute since I have been literally gasping for air laughing, but that did it for me. It was so stupid, but it was so funny. The way he... It's just like, if you want to be part of their group and understand how they speak, you gotta do the motions. If you're not doing the hand motions, you're not doing whatever that guy was doing, you're not gonna understand what they're talking about. It's so funny. I'm very interested to see how this arc is resolved with Iroha. I'm excited excited is the wrong word to say about where the club is going, the direction the club is going, but we'll see how or if that gets resolved anytime soon. It seems like we might be spending a little bit more time here with Iroha, trying to figure out her Christmas situation. Like I said, I'm going to try to give Orimoto the benefit of the doubt, but no guarantees. There's really no guarantees. This is a great episode, though. This one was a longer reaction, all things considered. But I don't even know if it was. I'm just going to stop talking about the time of the reactions, because I think I inadvertently kind of made myself second guess all of my thoughts I had on the last episode when I thought about how my other reactions for the season have been a lot longer, but naturally there's going to be episodes where there just isn't as much character building. I mean, that's just natural in a show. Like, episode 2 and episode 4, I feel like were anomalies in the way that they had me speaking for over an hour. But I think normal episodes like this, if I think too much about how long I'm recording, I inadvertently make myself second guess all my thoughts, when I think, generally speaking, I have a decent understanding of the episode down. This is a great episode, though. I hope you guys are enjoying my reactions to the series because god damn it, I'm loving Season 2 so much. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Oregairu 2, Episode 6. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.